I'm live. I didn't feel like live streaming in my room today. So I'm sitting in front of these ugly vertical blinds that I hate because I didn't feel like filming in there today. Hi. Well, I didn't feel like going live in there. Hi. Hi. I'm late. I know, I'm always late. This time I was late because... Hi, Queen. Hi, Brooke. My first hi was for Nicole. Hi, Sketchnificent. Well, I'm late for 2 reasons. You said, how am I? I'm doing all right. The first reason why I'm late, though, is because I wanted a drink. Even though it's technically not booze bake, but I wanted a drink. So, I had to get some liquor. The second reason why I'm late is because we're supposed to be watching Black Dynamite, and I could not find a version of it to save my life, but then I did find one. And I've never seen this. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Alexia. Just in time. Almost finished eating. What are you eating? Hi, you caught alive. Hi, Alexandra. Hi, the boy in blue. Hi, Mr. Yo King. Hi, Black said what? How are you doing? I know, I'm on CP time. I'm never more than 30 minutes late. Hi, Daya. Hi, Shannon. I'm not watching it on YouTube. I'm watching it on, like, one of those sites. Hi, Vay. Hi, Bambusa. You're good, doing good? Black said what? Good. I'm about to pour some wine, so this is an unofficial boost bait. Man! How's everyone doing? Wine, alcohol, marathon in your old viz while I draw and got the notification. Let me go make a drink. Ha! For brunch, I had toast with grape jelly, boiled eggs, and bacon. Sounds good. Drinking cran apple. First things first, have you ever watched the Black Dynamite Adult Swim series? No. I have not watched the Adult Swim series, and I have never seen the movie. Man! Vay! Doing pretty good. I saw that the police chief of Atlanta resigned. And I know it's at like a different angle, so sorry if you guys are like looking up my nose or like looking up, because I'm sitting at my dining room table because I didn't feel like, normally before I live stream from my room, I like take all my stuff in there, but I just didn't feel like doing it today because I just didn't feel like it. I need some wine. And I hate filming in front of this because I hate these vertical blinds. I have like an unreasonable hate for vertical blinds. Just like I have like an unreasonable hate of like decorative pillows. But I didn't feel like moving. What kind of wine are y'all drinking? Yes, Brooke. Just another day in America. KKK. Hi, Muffin. Ooh, Dippin' Dots. I haven't had Dippin' Dots in forever. I don't even know Dippin' Dots was still a thing. I saw that. The boy in blue. Hi, Vanity. Hi, Warren. Just got some pizza, so I'm locked in. I've watched Black Dynamite cartoon, liked it, but never the live action movie. No, I have not seen anything. I do love Michael Jai White, though, so I'm going to watch. Well, obviously I'm going to watch, but I'm excited to watch. They move fast with that. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Leah. It's best to watch this first because a lot of the show's comedy bits originated from this movie. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that's what we're watching today, Black Dynamite. Hi, Keep Making. Hi, Marcus. Haven't had Dippin' Dots in forever, right? Every time I think of Dippin' Dots, I think of like Six Flags. I always see memes of the movie Black Dynamite, but never watched it, so this will be a first for me. Stayed off IG today. Can't deal with it. I like Instagram the best out of like all of the social media sites, to be honest. Dippin' Dots was the shit. They said the Atlanta police chief resigned. so she could keep her pension, benefits, etc. I read they were probably going to get her another job somewhere in law enforcement. I saw that too, Tierra. It said something like they might place her somewhere else or something. This would be my first time seeing this movie as well. Hi, Alien Baby. Yay! Gonna be off on Juneteenth. Yay! So a lot of you guys were asking during the live stream on Thursday, like, what are we gonna do for Juneteenth? I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to have a live stream on that day? What I was originally planning on doing was, sorry, there was something on my arm. What I was originally planning on doing was an extra unboxing, but it seemed like a lot of you guys wanted to do like a live stream or something. I've only ever had Dippin' Dots at baseball games and the little helmet cups. Hi, Nikki. Six Flags and theme parks. Dippin' Dots. Nah, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I remember when you loved Twitter. Instagram is chill. Yay! Black said what? You got your Merlot, your tree. I got my whiskey. We good. I'm having tropical passion fruit Moscato. It tastes so good. Facebook is the worst for me, but I'm continuing my break from all social media besides this and Discord. Yeah, I think it's good to take breaks. I like IG because I can really cater what I'm looking at. I follow mainly Black-owned business and artists, so my feed is always really nice. That's how I feel too, Nikki. I have an old video for some of you that are newer that you might want to look up on like what like creating like feeds and, you know, online internet spaces, curating them. Like, it's wild to me that in 2020 I'm still seeing stuff like diversify your social media feed. Like, there's really like niggas out here in 2020 that's still following like all white people on social media. That's like, whoa, like hi, Michelle's daughter. Hi, Cora G. And I also feel like for me, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like the whole, like, buy black Juneteenth thing would be weird for me because I already do that. It's not really anything special. It's not something special for the day. You know what I'm saying? Dippin' Dots are def still a thing. I love Dippin' Dots. We have a gas station chain in Texas called Bucci's. Bookies? I don't know how you pronounce that. That sell them at every location. To this day, I can't hear of or think about Six Flags without hearing the song and seeing the dancing old man in my mind. Ha! Hi, Alicia! Facebook is horrible. I use it for family only. Too many people trying to market off Black American holidays. Right. And let me also say, like I seen fucking Band-Aid brand talk about stuff. Oh, we're finally gonna make fucking nigger colored bandages and shit. Like Brownages is a black owned Band-Aid company. Like there's already a lot of black owned businesses out there that's like already doing these things. Which is why I really hate that I feel like I see niggas like begging, like, come on, make a fucking Band-Aid for us, Band-Aid brand. How about you guys support the black owned business that's already doing it instead of like running after white people begging for some shit. It's just whack. And all this shit that these fucking white people are doing is bullshit anyway. Like, all of a sudden, I started getting all these comments on my old fucking thug racist videos. And I was like, why am I getting all these random comments? Oh, because all of a sudden, the fucking thug racists decided to change the name of their racist-ass cookbook 6 years after the fact. Like, fuck y'all. Like, y'all been knew that shit was racist, verbal, digital blackface. You continued on. You put out 3 cookbooks under that offensive ass name. You might as well call that shit motherfucking Sambo Kitchen. 2 white pieces of shit. Now they're gonna change their name. And now all these niggas in the comment section talking about I'm so proud of you. Like, you guys are fucking hilarious. Are the fucking recipes that good? Just like I said about Anthropology and fucking Zara's and shit, are the clothes that good? Like, niggas love white people so much. They love Caucasians. Do you ever see yourself trying to make another Twitter again? Keep making. I am banned permanently. I'm perma-banned. It's not like just that I left. I was banned. So like IP address banned, email accounts banned, phone number, my name, anything associated with me is banned on Twitter. Instagram is more positive than Twitter. Thank you, whoever did super chat. I used to love Tumblr, but they messed all that up. I still like Tumblr. Alive, you vote for Alive, Nicole? I vote for Alive. Okay. I'm gonna screenshot this suggestion. Let me screenshot it. Hold on. Got it. I'll be drawing, watching this live stream. I'm chilling with a cold brew, Jaeger and Jameson. Live stream is cool, depending on the time. On Instagram, you can curate your feed to see whatever you want. So if your feed is mostly non-black, it's because you want it to be. Right. Like, I never, for example, on Instagram, I never see the Kardashians. I'm just using them as an example. Never. I never see them on my, because all that shit is done I don't really know how you pronounce this, but I hope I say it right, algorithmically or whatever. So it's like, if you're constantly clicking on certain types of things, you're gonna constantly get those things. Like, I never see, like, even on my popular page, like, I never see them bitches. Because I never click on that shit. I don't look at none of that shit. I don't like none of that shit. I never see it. Bucky's. Bucky's. It's pronounced Bucky's. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was just looking through someone's following. 80% of them were white. I was surprised. I will side-eye you based on your following list. Right, and especially because now Instagram shows, like, people that your mutuals with. Like, if you go look at a page, and it will show you, like, people that you follow that also follow them, you know? You'd be like, damn, y'all niggas complain about white folks, but y'all sure follow a lot of them. Hi, Jay Mallet. Keep making rope browndages. Okay, Alexia. Browndages. Nikki put the link. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Mary. You the one that did super chat. Juneteenth live stream. The more I get into buying black, the less I care about begging for inclusion. Yeah, because it gets to the point where it doesn't matter. It's like, I don't need to beg Band-Aid to make fucking black bandages because I can just buy some from fucking Browndages. It's not a big deal. Niggas is really on their knees begging and pleading. Please. Please, Caucasian. Love us. Like, I'm not. Like, I'm actually like, go away. Go away. Being woke is trendy for white businesses right now. Like, black people started that Vogue challenge on Twitter after Anna Wintour came out and told on herself, and I'm just like, what's the point, y'all? Exactly, Brooke. Like, it's like Anna Wintour does not like black people. Like, this is a known fact. Number one, she's fucking out of touch, and she's been out of touch, and I will never ever forgive her for really putting Kim Kardashian on the cover of Vogue ever, because, like, what the fuck? Like, but, like, she's racist. Like, she's been racist. She's been out of touch. She's not even fashionable. Like, who even still reads Vogue? Like, niggas is really fucking photoshopping themselves on the cover of Vogue. That shit is sad. Like, why are you chasing after Anna Wintour? There's, like, so many, like, what's that black-owned magazine? MEF Eater? Black-owned. Ethical Style Journal? Black-owned. Like, why y'all chasing after Vogue? Like, fuck Vogue. Take your motherfucking talents to South Beach, bitch. Like, take your black talents elsewhere. You're literally begging white people, like, please let us give you money. Please. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Hello. That's part of what made me get off social media. Too many niggas congratulating and patting white people on the back. I'm not giving them a fucking cookie, no. Hi, Tony. I saw that Vogue challenge and did the biggest eye roll. That's something I've also noticed. I'm really tired of people begging for entrance or representation from these companies who don't care and are only doing this because it's popular. And my thing, Nikki, is that I feel like we already did this. Like, we already did this go round in, like, 2014, 2015, 2016. Like, we literally already did this. Like, There was like diverse representation in book challenges, because like I remember like book Twitter, when I was on Twitter, was like really racist white supremacist. So there was like, we need diverse books. Like, we've already done this. Niggas didn't learn, or they wasn't involved, and now they're trying to do it again. Like, we're already on to the next thing, which is like black autonomy. Or like, if you love the white brand and you want to keep supporting the white brand, just keep on supporting the white brand. Like, all this shit is for niggas' conscience, so they can like continue supporting with what they feel is a clear conscience, because they feel like something was said. Like, you might as well just keep on. You guys remember I said the same thing about Shea Moisture. I was like, y'all been supporting them this long, just continue. Like, all the signs been in your face that like you're buying from coons and racists, but you want to, so just keep doing it. Don't pretend. There's black businesses that have been doing this forever. A lot of people just aren't looking for them. Anything I want, I always look to see if there's a black owned version first. It's really annoying seeing all these non-black companies talking about Black Lives Matter, because it doesn't feel genuine. Tumblr lets you filter what you don't want to see. It's confusing to me. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And people were like, don't get mad when Vogue steals y'all idea. Right! Like, y'all are just giving them free ideas. Vogue literally rips off all these photos without paying the black creative. They won't even pay you for a slot. I don't even know what to say. People still want white validation. That's what we're talking about. That's what this is all. That's really what we're talking about. People still crave white validation. I have an old video, PSA, stop centering white people. White people are really the center of niggas' lives, center of their world. Their whole world revolves around white people and white validation. They crave it. Like, they want it. Like, they want it so bad. That's why they're out here begging and pleading. Because, like, white people run their worlds, and they crave white validation more than anything else. They don't want black autonomy. They don't want black liberation. Like, they don't want freedom. They want white acceptance. I could give a fuck about what a white person think. I don't care. I want black autonomy. I almost never cut myself, but when I do, Brenda just come in clutch as fuck. I ain't with that begging shit, nor the congratulating of white people. There's a certain level of freedom with buying black. People are begging to be seen by white folks. Honestly, why would you want someone that you have to beg for their love? Because it's an abusive relationship. Like I keep saying, like, niggas is in an abusive relationship with Caucasians, and they just, like, can't go. I'm about to start this movie in a minute. I saw someone cried about Hollister not making a statement. I rolled my eyes. That Vogue challenge is trash. They'll never stop worshiping that shit. The black magazines, MEF Eater, something like that. I think it's like MEF Eater. MF Eater, something like that. And Ethical Style Journal. These trends give big companies the advantage in expanding the markets that were already being served by black-owned businesses. That Twitter video of white celebrities talking about they're no longer letting people do this or that around them. I'm like, does that mean you used to let them? Right, exactly. Like, that means you were fine with it before. You was laughing along to the nigger jokes before. But now you trying to, like, what? Get out of here. That's a big fear of mine. Black people coming up with something, and huge companies with more influence stealing the idea and capitalizing off of it. That's what always happens. Hi, Dipped in Indigo. Do you think it's realistic to build these infrastructures without these large corporations, for these people that get the large amount of exposure without being in a magazine like Vogue? Yes, I do. Because so many black brands were built without ever getting any fucking large corporation backing. I always think of Shea Moisture as a prime example. Like, that dude literally started out like hustling his grandmother's recipes on the streets of New York. He was a street vendor. That dude was a street vendor for years. Like, They literally built that brand from the ground up without like any corporate backing. And then it like got to like the natural girls on YouTube that black people really do not understand the amount of like power that we have. Like black people really believe that we need large white corporations. No, we don't. Like so many brands have been, especially now with the internet and social media too, like people have these huge fucking followings. These fucking Instagram bitches have 2, 3, 4, 5 million fucking followers. Like these hoes is not on the cover of fucking Vogue. Like Alexa Sky has fucking 4 million followers. Fucking Jada Cheeves has 3 million followers. Like, these bitches put shit on, people see it, and they buy it. They don't need to be on the fucking cover of Vogue. Like, it is 2020. We don't even need these fucking corporations and these infrastructures anymore. Like, motherfuckers is really brainwashed. Like, brainwashed. I'm not saying you're brainwashed, keep making. I'm just, like, answering the question. Like, people really genuinely believe, like how it's like I don't understand how anyone can really believe that they need to be on the cover of Vogue to get noticed. like and all these girls, like Jada is like a brand ambassador for fucking Fenty. She didn't have to be on the cover of Vogue to get that. You feel me? Like, honestly, with the creation of social media and YouTube, what is the purpose of media companies like Vogue? There is no purpose. And that's something that, like, a lot of these corporations and companies, and especially, like, in fashion and publishing, that's something that they've all been grappling with for fucking years now as the internet has gotten more and more higher profile. Like, I was literally just reading this article that was called, like, the fashion industry as we knew it died in 2009 after like Instagram really started to blow up, because now like it's the influencers, like the influencers are the ones with the power. None of these fucking influencers have been on the cover of Vogue, but there is a reason why all the girls do what the influencers do. They wear their hair like the influencers, they wear their clothes like the influencers, they carry the same bag as the influencers, the same nails. It's not because the bitches was on the cover of Vogue and motherfuckers thumbed through a magazine and saw it and bought it. That's not even the way that it works anymore. Like, Carol's Daughter, Miss Jessie's, TGIN, Main Choice, Carl Kanai, and Carol's Daughter, Main Choice aren't even black owned anymore. Like, Fubu, Fenty, many others have made it before social media and during without the cosign of white people. Yeah, Carol's Daughter, another example, a brand that was like built from the ground up, got traction through the black girls on fucking YouTube, the natural hair girls, and end up getting bought out by L'Oreal. But then people will really sit here and be like, no, we need Vogue and we need white people. We need them. We need their fucking infrastructure to get on. It's weird. I don't want to say this how I know people don't read, but it's like if you, I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way, because I know it sounds disrespectful, but like if you follow, like I follow pop culture, like I follow pop culture, I follow fashion, I follow, there's things that I follow that I pay attention to. Like, people don't pay attention. Like, it's been a conversation literally for at least the last 10 years about like what is going to be the future of fashion, what's going to be the future of fashion magazines, how fashion magazines are outdated, how by the time the print issue even comes out, for example, a lot of the times the trends have already moved on because the trends move so quick because of the internet. Like, there's already been, even outside of like race, there's already been so many conversations about like this type of like official quote unquote infrastructure, and with the internet, does the infrastructure even work? Is it even necessary? This like gatekeeping. And then once you also throw in race and all the race stuff, it's like, why are y'all doing a challenge to get on the cover of Vogue? Like, Vogue needs you. Vogue needs you. Like, Vogue needs you. You don't need them. People need to realize that. Like, this shit needs us. We don't need them. We have the buying power, we have the spending power, the consumer power. Niggas run social media. We decide the trends. Like, no, we do not need that fucking mainstream white supremacist infrastructure. No, we don't. I'm gonna have to start this movie in a minute. Hi, Marianne. White people talking about I take responsibility. Like, okay, they were acting their asses off. Bye, Bambusa. The main choice was popping, and the owner pulled a Shea Moisture. We're the only ones that still struggle to participate just because we think it will make us feel equal. We are trendsetters and literally make brands what they are. We need to learn to leverage our own power. We made that chicken sandwich pop over a couple tweets. Our buying power and ability to drive culture and hype are unparalleled. Whenever we throw our support behind something or someone, we go all out. Right, like, this shit be popping because of us. And then niggas be like, no, we need the whites. Like, no, you fucking... No! Mental slaves! Still living like mental slaves. Hiding like thieves in the night from life. Black Star. Let me push play. Play. I push play. I started Black Dynamite. Down with white-owned magazines. We have so much influence. I think the reason Shea Moisture skyrocketed into being a well-known brand is because of black YouTubers and the community. It is. And then they took the money and motherfucking ran. And the niggas was really like, they had to. How are they supposed to make money? I was like, y'all have it backwards. The fact that they're already making money and are a multi-million-dollar brand is what made the fucking white companies, is what made fucking Bain Capital, which is owned by Mitt Romney, which now has a majority share of Shea Moisture. That's the reason why the fucking whites came sniffing around, because the niggas was already making money. They didn't go to the whites to get the money. The money was already made. That's what, like, people really have it backwards. Like, white people, the only thing they understand is money and violence. Two things they understand. Like, niggas need to focus on us, not them. Honestly, with the creation of social media and YouTube, what is the purpose of media companies like Vogue? We have spending power. If we would just direct it to us, people have hella influence and they've never been on Vogue. Alicia, brainless or brainwashed? One or the other. I'm watching the movie. Hi, Deadly Gamer. Alexa Sky is opening a salon right up the street from my house in Long Island, and she'll be one of the only black-owned beauty salons. She's from Long Island, I think. Like, that bitch ain't never been on the cover of no damn Vogue. And I think this is about to be her second salon, because she opened something else in Atlanta that I think ended up closing. And now she's opening this one. Like, people have so much influence. So much influence, and they have no idea. Like, that shit is power. It's, like, it could be, like, it's money. It's all these things. You don't have to, like, run to Caucasians. Job, Turkish. Oh, this is funny. Where I come from, sucker. Who's this dude? He looks familiar. I told you, drive chops. I ain't no snitch. I saw an article about, hi Xavier, about black businesses surging in business since the protests. I believe black people are now going the route you've been speaking about for years, because enough is enough. Like, right, like, use your black dollars. Like, please. Black Friday playlist, whole playlist full of black-owned businesses that I've unboxed over the last 5 years. Black-owned gift guide. My black-owned gift guide's here on YouTube. It's on Tumblr as well. This November will be my 6th annual black-owned gift guide. Like, there's so many businesses out there. I just, like, I can tell you, like, personally, like, there's so many black-owned businesses out there. There's one for anything you need, everything you need. Titties, because it's not a 70s blaxploitation era film if you don't see the titties. Why are they acting like he's fucking all 3 of them at once? He got 3 dicks? Dynamite! Black Dynamite. That was the best loving I ever had. And it's like the Rainbow Coalition in there. You gonna wake up the rest of the bitches. I like his outfit. Nowadays, all you really need is one good viral video and the brands will start to come to you. Right! Thank you! It's so cringe when I see people begging white-owned establishments for representation. We make songs go viral, everything. Hi, Doc. Black Dynamite. I'm 4 minutes and 22 seconds in. I'm watching the opening. Unshackle and decolonize your minds. A lot of the black people in media want white approval and are validated by white people. That's why they want other black people to believe they need white people too. It's very backwards, Queen. This is such an appropriate movie for this subject matter. He's dynamite. The second, money, whoa! Money, violence, and rewriting history. Where's Nipsey? Here I am, sucker! Seren has a bunch of clothing and shoe brands you should check out. I love Coco and Breezy sunglasses. Don't have a lot because they're expensive. Only needed one pair. If you guys want to look for some black-owned businesses, please check the Black Friday playlist and look for the black-owned gift guides. By Cora G. They're on Tumblr. My main video when you open YouTube should be my very first black-owned gift guide, and there are links in the description box to all the gift guides I've ever done. What you do to Nipsey? Oh, she looks so pretty. You know me, I just talked to him. I know I love the 70s era. Thank you, Black Dynamite. Look, she got the one loan to you. They mess with you, mama, they messing with me. Sorry. We as black people are sitting and standing in our own fortune and power, but nobody bothers to look at the mirror and see it. Hi, Sabrina. Yep, I'm live. Time check. Another time check. 6 minutes and 22 seconds. There really are so many black-owned businesses. There's no reason to be begging. Nicole! You're right. Oh, you're watching on Prime? Is mine fast? It's possible. I'm at 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Did you buy it? I opened it on Prime, but it wasn't free. I would have had to buy it and pay for it, which maybe I will. Mine doesn't seem like if it's quick, it's only slightly. It's my little nephew, Bucky. He got a phone in his car in the 70s. Fancy. What new drug on the street? Damn, he kicked that door and the old lady across the room. He didn't have to do that old woman like that. Hi, Kendrick. Poor neighbor was just sitting down, eating dinner. Now he got a whole hole in his wall. Hi. Oh, Queen put links. Thank you. I did see it on Prime, but we had to pay. Now that the man got our backs to the wall, I'm not going to let him hurt the kids. I'm going to take them down. I'm going to take them all down. Yes, I love seeing Michael J. White fighting people. Yes, fight them. I rented it on Prime, and I'm a couple seconds ahead of you. Oh, you already owned it. I love seeing him beat people's asses. Ooh! Yeah, it costs $2.99. I'm watching on the faux Hulu link. Like, what black people do you know who are begging to see black people on The Bachelor? It's so backwards. You really do not need them. Black people shape what is popular. Right? The Bachelor's like, we've never had a black bachelor. Now we have to have a black bachelor. Like, okay, I guess. It's just weird. Bucky, like the Houston convenience store. Who the hell is interrupting my kung fu? Who the hell is this? Man, we should have watched this for Booze Bake and took a shot every time somebody said Black Dynamite. I didn't realize. I should have... This shit is funny. It's your brother Jimmy. Scram. I said scram. Split. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We definitely would have been drunk if we were taking shots every time somebody says Black Dynamite. Guess he was still on that stuff. He's dead, Dynamite. I have not seen Spike Lee's project. Have y'all watched it? Do you like it? The thing on Netflix, right? The Five Bloods. What's with Spike Lee and naming his projects Duh? The Five Bloods. The Sweet Blood of Jesus. Is that a thing? So melodramatic. LOL, I love blaxploitation. Black Dynamite, I want you to promise me that you'll look after your brother. I wonder if he's good at Taekwondo in real life. Michael Jai White? In real life, he's like an extreme fucking black belt. Like, he's a beast. I would love to see him fight Wesley Snipes. That's like my ideal dream fight in my head. Is like Blade and like Spawn fighting. Because both of them could fight for real. Wesley Snipes might be a little too old, but he's not that old. Is he? I would love to see them fight. We're watching Black Dynamite. Your mama would turn over in her grave if she was able to see this. Damn, these mutton chops. Now he's dead. I love Michael Jai White. I watch him on YouTube. He's so skilled. White people are tolerating us. Please give us a Vogue cover. Please give us a Black Bachelor. Please, massa, please. That's all I hear. That's all I see. Please. Please, massa. Come on, massa. Might as well. Half the people in the chat already got something to drink. Did you see Shea Moisture pull up for change? Immediately thought of your series. Listen, 5 years ago, Shea Moisture was like, 5 years ago, Shea Moisture was like, Caucasian redhead lives matter too, okay? Caucasian lives matter. Shea Moisture was really on that shit. Like, white bitches with curly hair suffer also. We need to break the walls and we need to move our nigger brand out of the nigger section because we want Caucasians to use it because they too have struggled. Won't anyone think of the white girls? Won't anyone think of the white people? Like, somebody has to think of them. And we, Shea Moisture, we're going to be the ones to step up and think of the white people. Right. They too have money that we want. We actually don't want your nigger money anymore. We don't want your colored coins anymore. We want to think of the white girls because no one's thinking about them. That was Shea Moisture. Now they talk about they want to whatever. Shut the hell up. They sold their company to Mitt Romney. Like, get out of here. Won't anyone think of the loose curl? White girls. Who will think of the white girls? Oh no, not the ceiling fan. We would have had alcohol poisoning as fuck. The Sweet Blood. I think he wants to keep with our Ebonics, which I like. I just watched The Five Bloods. I like this. Surprisingly, it showed black men dealing with PTSD in the Vietnam War. I can't believe they asked for a Black Bachelor. And sorry, this shit is hilarious. I didn't realize this shit was this funny. Now I have to watch the show. Why Black Dynamite? Why? Wesley versus Michael Jai. Yes. Blade versus Spawn. That's the movie I want to see. I hope they're still moving forward with Mahershala Ali's Blade movie. Has anybody heard anything about that? Because, oh, they said that they're restarting film and television production. I saw that. I don't think anyone asked for a Black Bachelor. Time check, Marcus, 14:25. The movie, I think, is on Hulu and Amazon Prime if you want to pay for it. Spawn is a character on Mortal Kombat. They may put Blade on it too. Jonathan Majors is great. I cannot wait for Lovecraft Country. Me too, Xavier. I love Jonathan Majors. I feel like I've been saying how much I love Jonathan Majors for a while. Because, like, I really did love him in Captive State. And I loved Black Man in San Francisco. I'm really excited to see him get more, like, love and more roles. He's so talented. Did these cops really just bust in the house with a warrant, without a warrant and guns? Oh wait, it's a black man in the 70s. Never mind. Girl, it's a black person in the 2020s. Hi, Kimberly Frazier. If Shea Moisture doesn't think of the white girls, who will? It's a noble cause to get behind. The redhead. They had a redhead in a whole Shea Moisture commercial, like giving a whole speech about how she had it so hard because she's a redhead. Her hair wasn't even curly or nothing. It was just like red. I know white people don't like redheads because white people just find reasons to like not like people because there's something wrong with them. But like Shea Moisture making that their crusade was a lot. Speaking of Mitt Romney, now that he was at a Black Lives Matter protest, people are trying to pretend he's some black ally. It's ridiculous. Like I said, deep down, what people really want is they don't want black liberation. They want white validation. They do not want black people to get free. They just want white validation. Like, they just want white people to like us. Dynamite! Pantene catered to black women without shitting on their main consumer. Can I also say that it's also funny to me to hear all these people that are like, well, no, we need white people for this and that. Because I'm sure you guys have seen these memes also going around that's like the owner versus the brand. There's all these brands that, especially like hair, beauty, makeup, like, there's all these brands that people thought were black owned. Because the whole presentation was like as if the company was black owned. And yet, really, it's white owned. The reason why they do that is because, like, black people are consumers. Like, we consume and, like, we buy shit. We spend so much money and, like, we drive culture. It's, like, so backwards. Like, people really have it backwards. Like, they really believe they need white people for things to get done. And it's, like, you have white people that are literally pretending to be black. All this black fishing shit, like, all this shit. You have white people that are literally pretending to be black so that they can have access to our money. But y'all really don't believe that, like, we can create outside of white supremacist infrastructure and without them. Y'all think we really need them. It's really sick. It's really sick. What's funny too is the white brands always make the black products in colors of gold, brown, and all the earth tones. It makes me giggle. Ah! Look at Tommy Davidson. I'm running things with the curls. I'm planning on watching it. Maybe we could do the Five Bloods live stream for Juneteenth. Bitch, nah. These lines are taking me out. Look at Tommy's shoes. Look at him running. Redheads don't even love themselves. They rather see a brunette or a blonde in a red wig. It was, right, it's actually true, but it was a reach to have her next to ethnic women. 9 times out of 10, a redhead rushes to dye their hair. A lot of people think Sasha Cosmetics is black owned because it was found and raised and based in the Caribbean, but it's really owned by a South Asian man. That other one, that fucking fake Jamaican Lock, twist, and gel. Like, my mother used to use those products when she had locks. And they're fucking white owned. Like, come on now. The only people that don't understand... I was just reading this other thing the other day that was like... The only people that don't understand that, like, black people have, like, power, especially when it comes to, like, consuming. The only people that don't grasp that shit is black people. They were like, why do you think that people, like, move into our neighborhoods and, like, start up businesses and shit? Like, but meanwhile, niggas be the first ones, like, we want to leave the hood. We want to take our money elsewhere. Like, we want to, like, there's a reason. Like, there's a reason. The reason is that, like, we have so much consumer power and we really don't understand it at all. Like, it was such an... I wish I had, like, screenshot it or something. I'm gonna see if I can find it because it was, like, a really interesting commentary. They were like, oh, they were like, black people will, like, quote unquote leave the hood and, like, go buy a house in the suburbs, and the house in the suburbs is only going to depreciate in value, and they probably pay more money for it in the first place. They were like, versus the gentrifier that comes to the black neighborhood and buys a house on the cheap, opens a business on the cheap that all the niggas in the neighborhood is going to support, whatever it is, bodega, little corner store, little beauty supply store, whatever it is, and then they're going to fucking make mad money off that shit. The business is going to appreciate in value. The home's probably going to appreciate in value, especially if they didn't buy it for nothing. And then they're going to make mad money off that shit. We have our mindset totally backwards. Like, our mindset stemming from integration, which I said in my video on integration that I did in 2014. Like, our mindset from integration is that we need white people. We love them and we need them for everything, like a child. Instead of autonomy. Instead of keeping our money and our resources in our neighborhood. Instead of black ownership. Instead of supporting black-owned businesses. Instead of completely autonomous communities. Like, we have the consumer power. Like, within the last 5 to 10 years, we've created and boosted so many brands. Like, again, just in this chat alone, y'all named Shea Moisture, y'all named Carol's Daughter. Like, all these brands that became multi-million-dollar global brands that were never on the cover of fucking Vogue and shit like that. Like, no, we don't need that shit. Come on, y'all. Let's think. White validation and attention is very real and annoying. Someone bought me a bottle of rum with a black woman on the front called Afro Head. It's white owned. He's running, jumping in those shoes. I'm impressed. Running in heels with some rollers in his head. This shit is hilarious. The boy in blue. Thought for sure Black Dynamite was gonna... Yo, Michael Jai White is kicking their ass. Look at him. He can really fucking fight. I love watching him fight. And these are long takes that they're not even cutting. It's all right, Alexia. Hi, Mar. I've always wanted to open up a shop in my neighborhood, maybe a vegan shop. You should do it, Alien Baby. Shannon, you said you're at 21 minutes? I mean, this was like a few minutes ago, but looks like we're right about the same. I'm at 22:38. Black Opal, Black Radiance aren't black owned either. I remember assuming Black Radiance was black because it had the word black in it. They know what they're doing. And you guys remember, I've said that before, that when you like see these brands that they have black in the name or they have like a black person on the bottle and shit. Y'all remember I've said, like, Google the brands, look up the owner, see if you can find the owner. If you cannot find the owner, if you go look at every single brand has a about page, a contact page, a fact, frequently asked questions page. If you go look on them pages and you cannot see the owner, there's no picture of the owner, they don't talk about who the owners are, like, I just be like, oh, this shit is not black owned. They trying to hide it so that niggas will support them, because everybody except niggas knows that niggas have all this power. Like, we are so, woo, colonization, just colonized minds. Everything must go. They've really socially engineered us. These nunchucks. Fool. Because I left your ass blowing in the breeze. Ah! Right. Oh, my God. He drove off a cliff. Why did the car explode? Why did the car explode before it even hit anything? I've been thinking about selling tech online really soon. Why did he run out like that? He's a real one. Always wanted to know martial arts too. He's an inspiration. Find out if they're gonna rid our communities of the hustlers and pushers, or if they're gonna destroy all the communities for our children and give their corporate friends free reign over our neighborhoods. Say it, whoever you are. That's why I said they stamp the word African or black in the product, and they know they pull the wool over people's eyes. They also steal businesses through forced buyouts. I wish there was a way to verify who owns the business. Chelsea said, yup, read that fact. You gotta read. A lot of the times, people don't research. And I know it's hard. Like, I said this in my video on, like, being pro-black is a lifestyle choice. People think that, like, I don't know. People don't want to do anything that's not easy. People think that, like, life should be easy. Like, and it's not. And we're so used to convenience. Like, you know, oh, I want, oh, I need some hair grease. So I'm going to just run to the store and pick it up, right? We're used to that, like, ease. But then, like, there's a huge chance that, like, when you go to the store to get the hair grease, you're probably going to be picking up something that's white owned or, you know, something like that. So you have to, like, do more. Like, it's harder. Like, you have to do extra steps of, like, am I going to, like, look up this brand? Am I going to, like, see who's behind it? Am I going to, like, do my Googles? Am I going to look at the fact page? Am I going to look at the About Me page? A lot of brands also have, like, a contact page with an email or with a little, you know, a box where you can, like, message, is this company black owned? But that's, like, steps. That's, like, stuff that people have to do. People don't want to do that. They just want to have their brain turned off. Oh, they made a post on Instagram saying Black Lives Matter, so now I can just go buy it without thinking about it. Like, people don't want to think about nothing. They just want their brains to be, like, shut down all the time. I mean, and it's true. Like, it's hard. Like, using your brain is difficult. Like, because you become more aware, and becoming more aware can be tough because you be like, what the fuck? Like, everything is, like, racist. Some people, I guess, can't handle that emotionally. Hi, Miss Leo. There's also fake black front owners. Yes, so somebody has said that the brand Ors, O-R-S, the olive oil brand, that they always have fucking black, they make perms, they make, like, sprays, all that stuff, and they always have nothing but black faces on all their marketing. Forever, since I was a child, like, that green shit. Like, I used to use olive oil perm. Somebody has said on their Instagram page that they were black owned, and somebody else was like, no, they're not. And the girl was like, yes, they are. Their CEO, I think her name is Sean Tolliver. They were like, their CEO is Sean Tolliver. Like, she's black. Like, they're black owned. And somebody was like, just because she's the CEO doesn't mean she's the owner. Who's the owner? And nobody knew who was the owner. So I went and looked it up. Who's the owner? I found out that Ors olive oil is owned by a company called Namaste. I think it's like Namaste Productions, LLC. And Sean is the CEO of the Namaste company, but then the parent company of Namaste LLC is this Indian-owned company called DeBoer. And you can, like, see the names of all the people that are on the board and that run the company and that own the company. So that brand, that olive oil perm brand, the green brand is Indian-owned. It is not black-owned. Now, they do have a black CEO, which I think is cool that they have a black CEO, not going to lie. But they're, like, using her face, like, as if the brand is black-owned, and it's not. Like... But it literally also took me, like, 3 seconds to Google that. Like, it didn't even take me that long to look it up. I can dig it. Oh, he didn't lick the bullet. I ain't seen one of these in a while. You see how fast Starbucks changed their tune? We already canceled Starbucks. This is why people are talking about cancel culture is fake. Because we already canceled Starbucks like 3 years ago. And now motherfuckers talking about Starbucks is canceled again. Like, when did y'all start going back to Starbucks? After them fucking people got the cops called on them in there. Like, Starbucks been racist. I always check the About page. They'll probably put a pic of the founder and CEO, but where's the owner? Right. Companies can also be founded by black people, but then they get bought out. Like, I straight up will ask companies. Eyes on the road, fool. If I have to look really hard for the owner, I don't trust that it's black owned. That's why if you're a black owned and proud, let it be known, because white people really faking it for that black dollar. It's like white people fake it for that black dollar because they know how much money there is to be made. Meanwhile, Negroes are like chasing after white people because they don't believe that niggas got any money. We are socially fucked up. I did a challenge and bought black for 30 days, including gas stations, grocery stores, everything. It was hard, but it was informative, finding black gas stations specifically. Good for you, Shannon. I always recommend this book by this woman. I can never remember her name, but if you Google it, if you Google like year of buying black owned, this black woman decided to buy black owned for a whole entire year. For her and her family, her husband, their kids, for a whole year. And then she wrote a book about it. I think it's called like My Year of Buying Black or something like that. And this was in like the early 2000s. Like, people have been saying this, like, not even just talk about me personally. Like, when I first started out, there was like resources that like I was looking into to get started. People have been doing this type of thing. Like, this is not new. Like, maybe it's new to a lot of people, but there's so many resources out there if you really want to and if you really want to commit. But people don't really want to because it's hard. They don't want to do nothing hard. Hi, Vans. The gas station has since gone out of business, but it was in Newport News, Virginia. It's not that hard. It just takes a little more time. I had to research for weeks first and call places, nail shops, and ask if the owner is black. Yeah, and it's like people just don't want to do that. But even now, I feel like even now, it's even more resources than like previously. Like, when I first started out in 2014, there was like not all these lists and stuff. Like, now there's like all these lists going around and circulating in these Google Docs and like all this stuff. It's even easier. And it's still not like easy, but there's like lots of resources. I think the sad truth is also that while we want these things to be easy, we also use energy and effort to find and use white-owned and supported things anyway. Hi, Jules. Brains off while it's open. Ooh, they shot him. How can he even see with these dark-ass sunglasses on? I asked via email or message through Facebook. Right, it's like being vegan. It's in my video, being pro-black is a lifestyle choice. I said it's like those people that commit to fitness. They be like, I'm going to get up at 5 in the morning and I'm going to run. All these people that on quarantine have figured out ways to like continue to like work out. Like, they're working out at home, they're working out on their balcony, they're going for runs around the neighborhood. Oh my gosh, look at him with the nurse. Why is the nurse topless? And he got the stethoscope on her titties. He's like, these titties sound healthy. Ah! What the? I told you a urine sample, Nurse Jenny. Really? Hey, man, you sent her in here with them titties. What you expect? They love titties. 70s blaxploitation style is just not the same without titties. But yeah, it's like being vegan. It's like wanting to work out. It's a lifestyle adjustment. Like, I used to know this woman that used to get up. I used to work with this woman when I was like teaching. This other teacher. She used to get up at 5 in the morning because we had to be at school at like 7. She would get up at 5 in the morning, literally every single day, and work out for an hour, no matter what. And then go back home, take a shower, get ready, and like come to class. Miss Monica. And I used to be like, Monica, like how? But she was like, I wanted to, change my lifestyle and like get more in shape. I feel like I have more energy. Like, it didn't matter if it was rain, sleet, snow, hail. Like, Monica was getting up at 5 in the morning And she was fucking working out, like, because she decided to do it. It takes work to be aware. Starbucks announced Friday it not only would allow staffers to don Black Lives Matter attire, the company would make specialty $250,000 specialty shirts supporting the movement, which I'm sure they're going to sell. Like, they're not going to be free. Like, so they went from telling employees they can't wear Black Lives Matter shit to making specialty shirts that they're now going to sell for money because capitalism destroys everything. Like, as people said, you can tell if this is just a wave for some people. Hi, Deja. Thanks to everyone I'm trying to buy from only Black-owned makeup. Being aware for some people will strike deep depression. A lot of people just can't handle it. This is a very interesting conversation they're having. Minted is a Black-owned makeup company. Please look at the Black-owned gift guides. Deja, I highly recommend if you're trying to only buy from Black-owned makeup. There's 5 Black-owned gift guides that I've done. The gift guides are separated by brand and they're separated by like category. There's like at least 20 or 30 Black-owned brands in there, like makeup brands. Minted is Black-owned. Black Mineral is Black-owned. I'm trying to think of some that like I personally used. There was another one that I used that I can't think of the name of when I went to a wedding. Like there's a ton of, there's so many. There's a ton. Glam Goth Beauty is Black-owned. Ginger and Liz Nail Polish is Black-owned. Mishko Nail Polish is Black-owned. I know like at least 20 Black-owned hair vendors. And I don't even wear makeup and hair and nails. I just looked it up because I was doing gift guides. But no, it's not as easy as you're going to go in CVS and buy some motherfucking Wet n Wilds. It's not. I refuse to let this happen to you, little man. We've tried that. Nothing works. I will smack the crack out of you if I have to. I know in Houston, the Black-owned grocery store is New Waters Co-op. New Waters Co-op in Houston. Screenshot. Oops. Oh, Black Dynamite. I wish it was that simple. People hate researching, and it's weird to me. They stay co-opted in our faces. Oh, you're talking about oars, Warren. Yeah, not Black-owned. Damn, not gonna lie, I thought it was Black-owned. Literally have some in my bathroom right now. No, not Black-owned. I've been doing it for specific items for a few years, but it's been easier to do more buying consciously during quarantine instead of picking up stuff while being out. Yeah, buying consciously, that's what it is. Like, being aware of the shit that you're buying. Like, and for me, I also, you guys know, like, I personally also try to, like, as much as I can, buy ethically and sustainably, because, like, we are also killing the planet. Like, and we just, like, mindlessly consume. Donuts, don't wear alligator shoes. Seren, they haven't stopped going to Starbucks. A lot of people don't give a damn. They never left Starbucks. They did a Starbucks reboot, now they in syndication. Non-Black companies with a Black CEO are a step above the other non-Black companies in my book, but Black-owned companies are still number one. Right, that was how I felt too, Nicole. Like, oh, it's cool that, like, Oars has a Black CEO in charge of all their branding and stuff. It's cool, but it's still not Black-owned. We're incredibly socially fucked up. Etsy's a fairly good way to support Black. Yeah, I think it's called My Year of Buying Black. If you guys Google that, the book should pop up. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Deadass, I be getting annoyed when I'm asked Googleable questions via text or messenger. Like the time it took to type that could have been allocated to the search bar. Thank you, The Boy in Blue. The author is Maggie Anderson. My Year of Buying Black by Maggie Anderson. And like I said, that's not even like a new book. Like, there's people that have been thinking about this and talking about this. Which is also why a lot of people are starting to find it offensive that you have like mainstream, like huge white organizations like co-opting. There's like black people that have been talking about this and like writing about it and like materials and all this stuff for like years and years. Can't find a black owned shoe company. It's very hard given my shoe size. Soul Rebels is black owned and it's ethical and sustainable. They make shoes out of recycled materials and like tires and stuff, and the shoes are really good. Amina Abdul Jalil, I think is it. I did a Black Friday unboxing on that brand. She makes shoes for women, flat out of heels, black owned. Skechers, and I know you're a man, but Soul Rebels makes men's shoes. Flat out of heels, women's shoes. Chris Cardi, shoes and apparel, DC brand. Eat, all homage, DC brand. They make clothes and shoes. All of these are brands that you can find in the Black Friday playlist or in the black owned gift guides that I've done previously. There's a black owned laundromat in Norfolk. Soap Fresh, Soap Clean is so bomb. I've heard of them, but I've never been there. There's also a black owned laundromat in New York. It's called Celsius or something like that. I also want to see more black owned grocery stores. Also, just because there's not like a grocery store, you guys can also look up co-ops, black owned co-ops, black owned farms, community gardens, you know, CSAs, which is community sponsored agriculture, like produce boxes, where you can get your food and produce from. But again, it's not going to be, I'm going to drive to motherfucking Giant and I'm going to go in and I'm going to go to the store. Like, but I'm not going to pretend there's no options. Like, motherfuckers have options. It's just not as easy as they want. There are black owned gas stations in Houston. I have to hunt down the Google Doc. Our Black Year, one family's quest to buy black in America's racially divided economy. Thank you, The Boy in Blue. That's the name of the book. Pimp. Oh, they gave a black man a license to kill. It's finna get good. Shout out to all the people in here mentioning 757. A topless nurse. How the hell he giving her a checkup, but he the one that got shot? That's the 70s for you. Where she ran out. This movie's cute. I like it too. It's really good and funny. And they're really doing a good job of like capturing the blaxploitation like spirit. But I like the subject matter too of what they're talking about. I want a pinky signet ring. I think Jelani Jewels sells some. Jelani Jewels, black owned jewelry company. There's one in Chicago, Silver Room, black owned jewelry company. Like, there's like literally anything you need you can buy from a black owned business. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about how you're still buying fucking Starbucks, Serengeti Tea and Spices, black owned tea and coffee company, Masterpiece Coffee, black owned coffee company, Deadstock Coffee, black owned coffee company and coffee shop in Portland. All in favor, raise your hand. Good Thoughts Tea Company, black owned tea and coffee. These are companies I'm literally coming up with off the top of my head while I'm watching this movie. Y'all know I love tea, so I've like I know a lot of like black owned tea companies. Kai's Tea House, ran out of Hawaii. All of this stuff has been listed in the Black Friday playlist and in the black owned gift guides. There's also a manner of infrastructure. Having black-owned infrastructure facilitates support for those businesses. It doesn't have to make sense. Shirtless, sexy black people, it's a win. Hi, Taj Mahal. The movie is Black Dynamite. I'm 43 minutes and 25 seconds in. Hello, nurse. Nicole. There was a Million Man March downtown Columbia SC today. Wow. I remember a white woman saying that she works too hard to give her money to Mexican yard people, so she gives it to a pricier white one. Not everything is about convenience. I didn't ask you, nigga, shut up. I'm gonna tell you like this. Oh, New Waters Co-op is permanently closed, unfortunately. I had this conversation with my friend. Do you think all these businesses are trying to support because they know that once everything opened back up, we can now choose our support? Yeah, they seen motherfuckers say they was gonna start buying black. So what have I been telling y'all for years? Money talks and bullshit walks. Money talks and bullshit walks. I've said that black people need to focus on economic revolution and building up our autonomous communities because that's the only thing people understand. As soon as these corporations seeing all these niggas talking about they're gonna start buying black, buy black, buy black. Oh, on Juneteenth, buy black. June 27th, buy black. For the whole month of June, let's buy black. All of a sudden, all these corporations came out the woodwork. So, Black Lives Matter. We making Black Lives Matter shirts. We making brown Band-Aids. Buy from us. Because they saw that niggas was preparing to pull their money out of the white supremacist infrastructure. And niggas is going to be like, thank you for acknowledging me, Caucasian. I'm going to go right back. Except for me, except for this Negro. Because I was never there. Them white kids were clowning on Black Dynamite for not having parents, and he threw them out the window. Black Dynamite! I love glam goth. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I love to just look at her stuff and watch her YouTube videos. I love glam goth too. And for the record, glam goth is the one that started that black goth like TikTok challenge where they were starting off like barefaced and then they turned gothed out. And I seen all type of famous people hopping on that wave and not even giving that girl her credit. She is on YouTube. Look at what Black Dynamite has on in his helicopter. He got like a Prince outfit on. Why do they keep blowing up cars on this cliff? He's trying to shake some sense into that boy. Because of Corona, New Waters might not be up, but the farm is still in production. I know the lady that runs it. I'll message her and see what's up. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. For those of you that live in Houston, that's what Chelsea just said. For anybody that lives in D.C., I know for a fact that 3 Part Harmony Farm in Northeast, black women owned, is doing, they do CSAs. You can buy produce boxes from them. You can buy from them food. There's another one too. Dreaming Out Loud farms and co-ops. There's a lot. I know a lot of them in like DC, Southern Maryland, and Virginia. There's like a lot of them. Buying consciously. It's easier to plan ahead and buy things sooner than later. Did he just shoot a donut? This donut. Everyone is so happy. Look at the whole neighborhood. This is a totally different neighborhood. I love the 70s. I mean, this is not actually made in the 70s, obviously, but it's funny what they're going with. She was getting ready to jump into Double Dutch. And this is Black Dynamite. Oh, y'all talking about... I didn't hear about that. Your Google ain't broke. Seren inspired me. Unfortunately, Houston has a very strong old black infrastructure. Yay, Chelsea. I will say that I think it makes a difference if you live in a place or if you're growing up in a place that has a strong black infrastructure. I'm sure, I don't want to say it's easier, but I'm sure it's maybe more accessible. Like over in Anacostia, where I did like the spotlight on New Being Human, and I did an episode of the Black Americans with Mahogany Bookstore, black owned, and that whole little like shopping center or whatever you want to call it, like all the stores are black owned. So like the bookstore's black owned, and there's like vegan restaurant over there that's black owned. So it's like I can go there, and I can like. And I know that it's black owned, everything over there. And it's infrastructure. They're like brick and mortar, like stores. And I know that probably a big part of that is it's in DC. That's why they're fucking fighting so hard to run us out of there. So hard. Hi, Chelsea. Other Chelsea. Why he go off like that? But Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community. Yeah, Chris Cardi out of DC. A Black-owned wash and fold in the Bay. Lave Wash. Another one. Yeah, there was a whole list. What was the list called, Alexia? It was like the best list of Black-owned farms and gardens. Again, it might not look like I'm gonna go into a grocery store and buy, but like you can still support. Mish Beauty is a Black-owned hair care products company out of DC. She says she feels she could trust him. Nah, she feeling lust. That she's confusing for trust. No convenience equals too much effort equals there are no options. I've done a lot of research and our businesses be out there. It's not even that I have the businesses. Oh my gosh, look at this. Is this technically hentai? Why her titties? Whoa, look at this. It's like animated astrology sex positions. Wow, they really just skipped over Sagittarius. That's how they did us? Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Now I'm going to have to Google it and see which one Sagittarius was. Look at these lamps. Yes, it was a spreadsheet of Black farmers and planters. There's a trail of paper that leads all the way to the top. Oh, Queen, yeah. I was saying I don't even have the businesses memorized. They're just like businesses that I've used and that I've used repeatedly. But Seren, I sell drugs to the community. Hi, by any means necessary. Google lives. Use it. You can find. Look at this wig Tommy Lee Davidson got on. Them honkies gonna be running for cover. My mother loves calling people honky. You can find so many things. You can find damn near anything if you are invested. The problem is that not enough of us are invested to buy Black and support Black people in fitness as well. Ray Bay Coffee is located in Oakland. Black-owned coffee shop. I did an episode of the Black Americans in a Black-owned coffee shop in Las Vegas. Please go watch that episode. All the information on that coffee shop is in the description box. Black women owned. Whoops. Google ain't Black owned, but it will definitely help you find businesses that are. The minute we divest and invest in us, they get scared. That should tell us what we can do collectively. For anybody looking for Black fitness, folks, please check the Black fitness playlist. Tons of people on there that also have Instagrams and have all types of links and ways you can support them monetarily and lessons, all that stuff. Black fitness playlist. Brochet's Beauty Supply is Black owned in Houston as well. They have excellent selection, even Black owned cosmetics. It's pandering time. It's pandering time. We were talking about taking away the wallet and non-Black folks got shook. I love that Black Goth challenge. Yes, people underestimate the power of social media. Thank you. I'm in Maryland, so I'll try to spread word on co-ops. Yes, please do. There's a lot in Southern Maryland, too. I love seeing these Black neighborhoods and communities in peace. I want my life to look like this. I got lucky and found a Black-owned beauty supply store down the street from me. It's roughly the same distance from Sally's, but my mothers and sisters won't go down there. This turned into a Black rom-com real quick. I will say this, Black Dynamite is putting a lot of time to get in her draws. He's a patient man. Almeda in Houston is a street full of Black-owned businesses, even a coffee shop. But with Corona, I don't know how they're doing at the moment. Yeah, it was a spreadsheet of black farmers and planters. Right, how'd they just skip us like that, Nikki? I'm hollering. This was so unexpected. This fucking snake juice. I wouldn't even drink that. I know the drugs in here somewhere. Definitely Almeida, the Black District. So they just skipped us Arrowhead, Sagittarius Unite. I did not see that coming. Kind of disappointed there's no waterbed. Yes, thank you, Vanity. I'm going to Google it. They can't leave out Sagittarius like that. They low-key hating on us. I just discovered Veg Side Market in Houston and plan to visit soon. And let me also say, I've done 2 road trips now for the Black Americans. Every single place that we've stopped, every single place that we've stopped, I've gone to a Black-owned business. I try to patronize at least one Black-owned business in every single place that we've stopped. Be it a restaurant, be it a clothing store, be it whatever. Every place that we've stopped. Try to go to the Black American Museum, like every single place. And I just Google it. I literally would just Google Black-owned business in Seattle. Oh, there's a coffee shop. I want to go there. No, I don't want to go see the fucking big Starbucks. The first ever Starbucks. I want to go to the Black-owned one. Smush frying. But all we got is the chicken from last night. Even Yelp has a Black-owned business filter. There's a whole Black-owned app. Official Black Wall Street. It's an app. You could download it. Turn on your location. It tells you all the Black businesses near you. And it's Black-owned. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hello, nurse. Hi, Justin. Black Dynamite just walking all casual, shooting people with a machine gun. It's like, oh, I'm in fucking some other place. Let's Google. Like Google is like the most convenient shit ever. I don't understand how people don't Google everything. I be on Google all day. I've been following Official Black Wall Street since before they even launched that app. They started on Instagram. Official Black Wall Street and We Buy Black are like my 2 biggest ones that I use. But you can always Google. Like, Google. It is really interesting how people don't Google. Like, they can, like, type into Twitter the question, but they can't type, like, the question into Google. It's really weird. 785 BC. Oh, my God. Okay. Topeka, Kansas. Oh, Kansas. Oh, they working it out. Look at all these dudes naming and talk about random things. Oh no, I'm chilling. It's funny to me. Like I'm not frustrated. Like I'm not having a meltdown. I'm not frustrated. To me, it's just funny. It's like people literally, I don't know what like type of setting people's brains are like set on. I really don't. You guys remember I used to say all the time on YouTube, like, I feel like my brain is in backwards. Like, niggas' brains is, like, facing, like, the front, and my brain is motherfucking rear-facing, like a car seat. Like, I don't understand. It's really, I don't know. Maybe it's because people are just really, like, socialization. Like, the anaconda, they know a lot of random facts. They know a lot of random facts. Woo! Woo! Little Richard! Lord! I don't know what's happening. Little Richard? Is Little Richard in this movie? Little Dick? Anaconda malt liquor gives you little dicks? Damn! Anaconda malt liquor gives you a little dick. They showed a dick. Now, they wouldn't have showed this dick if this were a real 70s movie, because they never do full frontal male nudity, even though I'm pretty sure that's a prosthetic or it's made out of chocolate or something. But that is hilarious. Ooh, they keep showing it! Man, this time these crackers have gone too far. Y'all didn't tell me that I was about to be seeing little dicks. Now, wait a minute. Full frontal. I have a Google search bar built into my phone's keyboard. To this day, I feel like people don't think for themselves. I think they're just socialized to not, I think people are socialized to not be curious. Which I was literally just talking about in Alicia in the last episode of Black Americans. We're really, I don't know if this is across culture. I don't know if this also happens in white culture. But I do feel like a lot of Black people are socialized to not be curious and not look shit up. A question is seen as negative, especially when you're a kid. Not for me, my mom encouraged me to ask questions, but I know, especially when you're a kid, a lot of the times, you're asking questions, you're asking too many questions, you're talking too much, shut up, da-da-da-da-da. And I think people have a lot of, negative associations with, questions. And also, when you ask a question, this was what me and Alicia, really talked about. People take it the wrong way, oh, who made the potato salad? Oh, is something wrong with it? No, I'm just asking. So I think that's having an impact of people not being able to question. Fiendish Dr. Wu. I'm coming to emancipate and proclamate on your ass. We going on a boat ride. To this day. Maybe because they were taught to think one way and unlearned, and re-education is work, and some don't want to do the work. I concur. They showed it, the boy in blue. They absolutely showed it numerous times and zoomed in on the penis. DeSoto, Texas has a lot of Black-owned businesses. I don't drink coffee, but with the Black Wall Street app, I just found a coffee shop in Oakland that is Black-owned. I love this app. It's a great app, the boy in blue. Yes, why are you asking questions? That's in our culture. Why do you ask that? My dad was bad about us asking a lot of questions, but my mom always encouraged it. I agree. I was often told by my relatives that I asked too many questions and talked too much. I was always an inquisitive child. Black Dynamite fake getting shot to shoot him. This is where we stick it to the man. I asked tons of questions, especially when I was a little girl. I ended up getting kicked out of Sunday school. Too funny. My parents always taught me to ask questions. Other folks used to get mad about it. That was the face that they were showing. The face the dude was making was something like that. Who saw that cut? Who saw where that came from? Let's go. Isn't it something that white man gave Black Dynamite his license to kill, got killed by him? Next time we could travel. Maybe 21. Maybe 21, Sketchnificent. I'm not. I'm saying the quotes after, so maybe you're like a little bit like 1 second behind Tierra. I'm saying the quotes like after because they're funny. I've never heard them. I've never seen it. I really like it though. I'm glad you guys suggested it. Biological transmogrifications. They showed male frontal. I can't believe it. This movie kind of reminds me of Sorry to Bother You a little bit. Like a teeny tiny bit. Like not for any real reason. In some work situations, they make you feel like asking questions is insubordination or arguing. Yeah, I think a lot of people see questions. I feel like that's exactly how people see questions, as like arguing or being insubordinate. You know, like, why are you asking these questions? Like, just do it. And so now I do think you have a lot of people that I think humans are naturally curious, personally. But I do think that there's a lot of people that now it's second nature for them to not ask questions and not be curious. I was disturbed that they showed it so much. I'm still told that I talk too much by people. Personally, in our community, we aren't encouraged to socialize in most settings like that way by asking questions. I want to retire from the revolution and start a family. He did. I asked my black coworker if everything was okay, and he thought I was being shady and got defensive. Right, like, people are so defensive. People are so defensive. I do think social media has impacted that, too, because questions are seen a certain way on social media. Like, you say to somebody, like, is everything okay? And they, you know, on social media, when somebody says, like, sis, you okay? That's, like, shady, you know? Is everything okay? Oh, what you trying to say? You know, like, people are weird about questions. Eunice, I literally just said that this movie was reminding me of Sorry to Bother You, and I just got to your comment. I just saw it for the first time, like, a couple weeks ago. I watched it on Hulu, which I do not pay for. This shit with the Cobra shit being, like, having, like, biological properties made me think of Sorry to Bother You. I have never seen this movie. I swear I've never seen this movie. I'm just watching it right now. Wow. Oh, look, I just got to the comments. Yeah. Seren, totally random, but have you ever watched Sorry to Bother You? And if so, what did you think? Wow, Eunice, you're right on it. Never mind, you just mentioned it. How random. How strange was that? Yeah, that was really interesting. Yeah, I just watched it recently. I really liked it a lot. I love Boots Riley. Like, I think he's a fucking genius. I really enjoyed it. I'm not the largest fan of Tessa Thompson, as you guys know, but I actually really liked her in that movie a lot. That's probably the best I've ever liked her. Bye, Mar. Thank you, Nigel. Yeah, I thought Sorry to Bother You was really good. I don't know if you guys want to, like, talk about it and get into it because of, like, the twist at the end. I mean, it came out a while ago, so I'm not really that concerned about spoilers for people that haven't seen it. But I did like it. Might have to sneeze again. Do I have to sneeze again? No, okay. Ah! Made the penis shrivel to the size of a 2-month-old snapping turtle. I threw that shit before I walked in the room. He definitely ripped out his eyes. I've been told that Sorry to Bother You is our generation's Blazing Saddles. I don't think I understand the comparison. What's the comparison supposed to be? I could not finish Sorry to Bother You. Once it hit the horse people, I had to clock out, but it was a good movie. It's definitely not for everyone. It's like surrealism. I like surrealism. It's like my genre of choice. Show enough Dynamite. You see these faces they keep making. Y'all see my little scar from my piercings? I love Sorry to Bother You. Queen Sapiens. Thank you, Queen. The Honky House. Burn it down, Black Dynamite. He beat this man with his own hand that he ripped off. The horse people made you clock out. I can't. The snapping turtle comment was very specific. I saw it in theaters with my mom. She only began to like it when the Equisapiens appear. I had 2 people in my theater walk out at the horse part. The horse part was like, what? That's why this kind of reminded me of that. Like putting biological shit in the food and, or, you know, in something to make people change physically. I thought the horse shit was interesting. My first thought though was like, why are they naked? When they first showed them. As a black furry, when the horse people came, I was like, Boots Riley was even encouraging furries to see it on Twitter. I've never seen Sorry to Bother You. I've only been told that. I was asking out of curiosity because I've seen Blazing Saddles, but I've never seen Sorry to Bother You. Sorry to Bother You. This pleases me and my homegirl. Sorry to Bother You. So the plot, like the loose plot of Sorry to Bother You is that... So the main character, who's Lakeith Stanfield, starts working at this call center. And he gets told by his coworker, Danny Glover, to put on his white voice to, like, sell shit. But when he says white voice, they really put, like, a white voice. Like, they use a Caucasian, and it's like a dub. It's like a voiceover dub. It's, like, so weird and surreal. And then there's, like, other stuff that happens, too. But... like, they literally, like, crash into people. Like, when they make the call, they, like, crash into people's fucking apartments and shit. But they're, like, selling stuff. Danny Glover tells him to use the white voice. He starts putting on the white voice. And he gets, like, really, really, really good at it. And he becomes a super caller or something like that. And then it turns out that the super callers... the super call program of this like telemarketing. I think it is supposed to be Richard Nixon, Nicole. They find out that like the super caller, instead of selling like the bullshit telemarketing shit that they're trying to sell, the super callers like negotiate sales with like governments and like regimes, and they sell illegal shit. So like they sell, it's like they do human trafficking. They sell weapons, and the super callers like negotiate it using their white voice. And then it gets even more like that in and of itself is like surreal as fuck because they literally put a white voice. But then it like gets even more like into it because it turns out that like the company that's behind the telemarketing shit also like runs this like other company where they like move people in and they basically become slaves. Like they live and they work, and it's like if Amazon, it's like if people could live in the Amazon like warehouse. Like if Jeff Bezos could like move his workers in and have them like live in the warehouse in like these like dire bare minimum conditions, but then he'd be like, but I'm giving them jobs and I'm giving them beds, I'm giving them a place to sleep, I'm giving them something to eat, like what's the big deal? And it's like you're slaving them, like you're slaving them. And it's even worse, like they sleep on these bunk beds. It's a lot. And then it also turns out that they're going to start turning the people that, like, live and work there into, like, horse people so that they'll work harder. It's a lot. It's like a lot. It's like a lot. What? Is this Abraham Lincoln? The ghost of Abraham Lincoln just karate chopped this man? This is great. I haven't seen Sorry to Bother You yet, but I'm planning to see it. This low level of security at the White House. What is a genre, art form, style of art, etc. that you would like to see black people take mainstream? I kind of want to see our version of bubblegum pop or opera. Black people made bubblegum pop and opera mainstream already. Everything that's been popularized mainstream has already been popularized by black people. So I don't have an answer for that because I feel like black people have popularized everything. A furry is any person in the subculture that enjoys anthropomorphic animal characters like Sonic the Hedgehog. Hi, Shady Saint. Sorry to Bother You is the most mainstream anti-capitalism movie in years. I'll have to watch it. It seems like a very funny movie. It's very funny. It's very bizarre and funny. Black Dynamite, you're so righteous. This is true. Armie Hammer was great in that movie. As someone who currently works at a call center, the premise of a black person using a white voice for their call center job sounds appealing. The long dramatic push of the first lady into the china cabinet is hilarious. Yeah, we're talking about Sorry to Bother You. I was not expecting the ghost of Abraham Lincoln. Right. It seems like an amazingly funny and weird movie. Oh my gosh, Warren! That scene! Nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit. And it was like, nigga shit. I really liked the movie a lot. I was watching that shit like... They showed this in theaters? I was shocked a little bit. Sorry to Bother You is obviously a critique of our late-stage capitalism because I think Google owns a bunch of homes in Silicon Valley where their workers live. That used to be like a whole thing, like towns and like shit being owned by corporations, that like everything runs around the corporation. Sorry, I'm laughing at that ending. Mine just went off. Oh, the screenplay. Michael Jai White wrote the screenplay. And the story. So talented. Miss Dynamite. Sorry to Bother You definitely kept me engaged. The horse people angle was mad weird. The horse people angle kind of came out of nowhere. I think that this is personally, I think that was maybe supposed to be like a, how do I put it? Like a criticism of how if they could like make people fucking bigger and stronger and like work them around the clock and shit, they would. Nigga shit, nigga shit. I'm so glad you saw the movie and liked it. It was an interesting theater experience. The horse people kind of played off Pinocchio to me. Yeah, this movie was good. This is a great example of inspiration over recreation or copying. Yeah, like you can tell that the 70s blaxploitation was like the inspiration, but it wasn't like a blatant copy of like some shit. Just know the Black Dynamite show is equally funny, in many cases even more so. Where can I watch the show? Maybe I'll watch the show for Beast Bait, because now that I've watched the movie, like how we did Sad Ellen Page's show, Umbrella Academy. Yes, Kendrick. Yes, They made folks into literal workhorses. Yes. Like, they made folks into literal workhorses. Like, not figurative. And I think that was, like, the point. Like, showing how far capitalist corporate entities would really go if they could go there, type shit. I know a lot of people thought the horse shit was weird and came out of left field and they weren't sure what it was supposed to represent. But that was what I felt like it represented to me. Like, if they could, like, really make people into literal workhorses, they could. They would. And then I even felt like in the movie what happened when everybody found out and everybody was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is, like, such a great idea. Like, I felt like all that shit was, like, a sort of meditation on, like, capitalism and, like, productivity and, like, money and, like, yeah, make them into literal workhorses so they can, like, work harder. That's, like, this is, like, so pioneering. Everybody was, like, happy about it. They thought it was, like, so cool when they found out. Sweet meat, Brian McKnight. I jump on him. You can watch Black Dynamite on Hulu. It's on Adult Swim. If it's on Hulu, I'll watch it. The corporation turned people into animals and acted like it was normal. They had the horse animorphs doing press talks and shit. Yeah, it was like the whole thing. I thought the whole thing was about, yeah, like capitalism and consumerism and like, and the dude that was like, bye, Rebecca Sweet Music, I'm gonna go soon in a minute. And the guy that was like doing it, Army Hammer, was like, you know, I'm a cool white dude. Like, I'm a cool white liberal. Like, it's all good, bro. You want to do this line, bro? You know, like, it was very, like, why is everybody making it such a big deal that I'm turning the people into literal workhorses? Like, what the fuck? Like, who cares that our super collars are, like, selling, you know, slave labor, human trafficking, and, like, violence? Like, who fucking cares? Like, we're all trying to get paid. You know, it was, like, that type of white person. Take that, you crack-ass cracker. Bye, Queen. I'm just watching these credits because they're, like, still showing shit in the credits. Well, I'm going to see if I can find a way to watch Black Dynamite. I think on Friday for Juneteenth, we'll do a live stream. Maybe we can do the Five Bloods, because I never saw it. It just came out, and a lot of you guys asked about it. Or maybe we could do something else. It seems like a lot of you guys want a live stream, so we could do a live stream. And we just finished Black Dynamite, Ashton. And apparently there's a show. I've also never seen the show. So I was saying I might try and figure out if I could do the show for Bees Bake. And a lot of people, and then just now I was talking about how a lot of people said they wanted to do a Juneteenth live stream on next Friday. So we'll probably do a Juneteenth live stream next Friday. Black Dynamite is only on Hulu if you have the live TV option. But like I said, episodes should still be on YouTube. Okay. I have the Adult Swim app. Is it on there? Bye, Alexia. I'm just waiting for someone to tell me if it's on the Adult Swim app, and then I'm gonna go. Might barbecue on Juneteenth. But I just saw that you said the episodes are on YouTube, so if I have to watch them on YouTube or somewhere else, like, that's fine too. I'm just wondering. If you have the app, it should definitely be on Adult Swim. Okay, cool, perfect, awesome. So I guess we're gonna live stream Thursday and Friday, because I still want to do my Thursday live stream. I don't want to, like, switch. So I guess we'll still do, you know, regular videos this week, live stream on Thursday, Juneteenth live stream on Friday. What movie is it next week? I think it's the Black Great Gatsby movie next week. G. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, which I also have never seen. So, thank you guys so much. This was a really awesome movie. I'm glad you guys suggested it because I've never seen it. So I'm glad that now I've seen it. See you guys next week. Bye.